Welcome to Chris Clegg's Minor League Baseball Show. Insight on the future starts of Major League Baseball today. From in-depth scouting reports, player interviews, and can't-miss performances. If it's happening in the minors, we have you covered. Here's your host, Chris Clegg.
Welcome into the show. It's Monday. It's August the 25th, and the minor league season is winding down. Sad thought. I was just counting up the games I have left to go to, and it's not many. I think it might be on one hand the games that I'll be attending the rest of the season, just given that lower level affiliates will be wrapping up. So I'll be seeing Hickory, which will be fun this week. So a lot of bats. They've got now Josh Owens and Gavin Fiend there, so I'll be seeing them. Greenville's got one more home series, so I'll be back in Greenville. Columbia made the playoffs. I think Spartanburg might make the playoffs, so we'll see. There's still ball to be had, but I do want to talk about what happened over the weekend because there was a lot of good action that we have to break down. Before we do so, the show is brought to you by Connect Roasters. Connect Roasters is Ian Happ's coffee company. They make great coffee, all sorts of different blends and roasts. They have canned coffee that's really good. You can go check them out at connectroasters.com. Use the code Dynasty Dugout and get 10% off your order. Actually, you get a bag of the Gold Glove blend, buy one, get them 50% off. So that's a pretty good deal as well. It's 2 bags for pretty cheap of really good coffee. We're also proud to partner with Chinook Seedery, the best seeds in the game. So Chinook is doing a special deal with us. You get 10% off your order. They are now doing these big buckets of seeds, which is cool. You can get them any flavor. Go check them out. ChinookSeedery.com. Use the code Dynasty Dugout. Get 10% off your order there. All right. Right off the top, I want to talk about Bo Davidson, who's having a fantastic season. He had 2 home runs on Saturday. Here's one of them as he upped his total to 15 on the year. Very, very impressive season for him. 100 games played at this point for Bo. 15 homers, 18 stolen bases, 14 doubles, and 7 triples. Yes, the numbers look fantastic, and he just continues to perform even in Double-A, which I think some were questioning, like how would he perform moving up to Double-A? Well, here's what I can tell you. It's been really, really good, and Bo has looked the part. So with Davidson, it's an interesting combo of skills, like starting with the power, I think is pretty good. The underlying data is always kind of backed a pretty strong power output, and he was a data darling last year, and that's continued this year as well. So to see the 15 home run, 14 steals, and 7 triples shows you a good blend of athleticism, power, and then the speed as well that he gives with 18 stolen bases. Yeah, I mean, you look and there's still questions about the hit tool. I get that. But in high A, at least, Davidson was showing some positive things. Good contact rates, like 75, 76% overall. He is aggressive, but it works for him in the profile. Contact rates are down a little bit in Double-A so far, but good weekend for him. I mean, 5 home runs and 6 steals already in Double-A, 121 plate appearances. Speaks pretty highly of what Davidson does and brings to the table. It's Bo Davidson of the San Francisco Giants. He's definitely moving up boards. He's in Baseball America's top 100. He's not quite there for me, but he is a great prospect. And obviously the work Baseball America does is great in their evaluation process. So, shows you how highly he is being valued. Somebody I am very, very high on, though, is Sal Stewart. And I've liked Sal Stewart. He's hovered like in the back end of my 100 for a while. But after seeing Sal Stewart in the futures game, I was really all in. I mean, this frame is impressive. Dude, he hit this ball like 460 feet, 113 miles an hour. He's showing some really big power, and he looks all of a sudden ready for the major leagues. Stewart's hitting the cover off the ball in AAA, and has been really, really good. He's up to 19 homers and 17 stolen bases on the year between AA and AAA. 9 of those home runs have come in 143 AAA plate appearances for Stewart. So, yeah, those marks obviously stand out in a big way. I know the International League is hitter-friendly, but, dude, you can't deny that kind of power when you hit it like that and the ball travels as far as that one did. So pretty insane power from Sal Stewart. And when you look under the hood, I mean, everything's there as well. The contact rates are consistently good for Sal Stewart. The chase rate, respectable. The zone contact rate's really, really good as well. Stewart is a pure hitter who is now tapping into power. And that was kind of the question, was how much would he get to? He's going to be a corner infield, third, first base. How much power could Sal Stewart get to? I mean, 114 max in AAA now. Average EV is like 92, 93 miles an hour on the year. His ninth percentile is up near 106 now. Hard hit rate's really good. Barrel rates are there. He's checking a lot of boxes. So Sal Stewart at the Cincinnati Reds, I think he's going to debut soon, personally. So I think we'll see him in the big leagues. I mean, as soon as like this week, that wouldn't shock me. He's proving that he's more than ready. He's got the pedigree, guys. He was a 2022 first-round pick in the comp round, 32nd overall. He's been one of their top prospects for a while. He's 21 years old, but I think he looks ready. There's nothing left for Sal Stewart to prove down in AAA. This next guy is interesting. He's been on a tear, and that's Angel Cepeda with the Cubs. So Cepeda is somebody that I liked a lot coming into the year. I gave him a lot of hype. He was awesome at the complex last year. Like looking at his numbers, really, really good year. He had an 811 OPS at the complex. He had a couple homers. He had a lot of extra base hits, 21 steals. The data on him was good. And really, he was bad to start the year. And I saw him early in the year. I saw him late April, early May. And he actually got hurt in that series that I saw him, but it just wasn't great. But Cepeda has really turned it on as of recent. And you go back, really, you can go back like before the All-Star break, but there was a little injury. So he came back on July 10th. But let's look at it, because there's only a couple games. Let's look at post All-Star break, what Cepeda has done. Reminder, this kid is 19 years old. He's in single A. He's 6'1", 170. Since the All-Star break, we're talking 33 games at this point. We're looking at, a pretty good plate appearance sample for Cepeda. We're rocking a 331, 393, 496 slash line. The underlying data is good. The contact rates have picked up on Cepeda, which you like to see. I mean, this weekend, he had 3 hits on Sunday, including a triple, another hit on Saturday, 2 on Friday, 4 home runs over that span. So the power is coming out, 5 doubles, 2 triples, 9 stolen bases. Cepeda is kind of one of those late season risers that not a lot of people have talked about, but he might just be pretty good. So Cepeda is one, and did you spell a name? Cepeda, Angel Cepeda. I should get another look at him again before the season is over. Saw him a couple weeks ago in Columbia. Not the best series there, but overall he's been really, really good, as the numbers say, since the All-Star break. He's really a name to keep an eye on over the late season stretch, and maybe it's a good time to buy on Cepeda if you still can. So I'm looking at Cepeda as a potential buy opportunity. Also, if you can buy on Aidan Miller by chance, I would. Miller is interesting because Aidan Miller is probably the biggest divide between like fantasy value and real life value, which is interesting. The fantasy guys tend to not like him, and the real life evaluators have left Aidan Miller really high on the list. And I've tried to stay high on Miller because he's been really, really good. And that's continued. Just this stretch that he's been on has been pretty ridiculous. He didn't homer over the weekend, but he had 4 hits between Saturday and Sunday, including a couple doubles. So I'm going to show you. He smoked at 106 off the bat. So why should you stay in on Aidan Miller? I wrote about him recently. Well, 106 here. His 9th percentile EV is 106 on the year, which is really good. The launch angles have improved on hard hit balls, which you love to see. I think that Aidan Miller is going to be a dude. And I know that, like, if you look at the season long numbers, like, sure, they're not there, but the contact and approach skills are good. He's running like a 78% overall contact rate right now, like mid-80s zone contact, pretty low chase. He's stolen a ton of bases, which I think is worth noting. 49 stolen bases for Aidan Miller is phenomenal. And I just think he isn't appreciated enough. Like when you look at the data, it's like, all right, all the data's there. Everything under the hood you want to see. And yes, maybe you look at the surface numbers, 12 home runs, 49 steals. That's cool. But 256 average. And a lot of people look at that, and a sub 800 OPS from a quote top prospect doesn't look great, but you want to talk about how much Aidan Miller has picked it up? Like the numbers have been insane when you kind of filter back. So like through the end of June, was a modest like 234, 346, 367 slash line for Aidan Miller. So it wasn't great, but if we go to July forward, we're really cooking at 286, 405, 503. It's over a 900 OPS for Aidan Miller. And he's got 6 home runs, 15 doubles, and a triple over that span, 22 stolen bases. Miller's not the fastest runner. I think he's above average runner, but he's very efficient on the base pass when stealing. So he's somebody that I look at, and Aidan Miller is still a dude, and you should still be in on Miller. A lot of people have jumped ship. Blake Burke of the Milwaukee Brewers. He's put together a quiet season, had a lot of buzz coming into the season. He was a comp round pick last summer, 34th overall. And I know you look at it and you're like, all right, he's supposed to be a power hitter. He's got 11 home runs. He's got more stolen bases than home runs. He's got 13 stolen bases and 439 trips to the plate. But the power is coming since the move to Double-A. And put the caveat that the Brewers Double-A is not an easy place to hit. Biloxi and the Southern League in general is definitely a pitcher's environment. He's got 6 home runs and 85 plate appearances. And that includes a 2 home run Sunday game. He stole another base. I mean, when you're looking at an average up to 296 at this point, pretty good. The contact rates are pretty respectable for somebody that people weren't sure how the hit tool was going to fare. Man, Blake Burke, I think, is kind of doing it, and he's kind of putting things together late in the year. It's a 6'3" frame that's well filled out. The EVs are off the charts. It's really, really good power. The ground ball rates are trending down, which is good to see. You like to see that. He's not pulling as many balls. That's something to watch. Like, can Blake Burke pull enough balls in the air? I mean, right now it's working. Keep an eye on that. But Blake Burke, I think, is really popping off down the stretch. And he's somebody you should really keep an eye on. I mean, I was kind of off of him after the power didn't show early. But I think we seem to be really cooking with something with Blake Burke here. So watch out for him. Say a quick break. We got a few pitchers to talk about on the flip side. We'll be right back. All right. We've got to talk Burke's teammate, actually, Jaron DeBerry, DeBerry. His videos from Brewers Player Dev. They do a great job, obviously, promoting their prospects, cutting their film, and putting out data, which is much appreciated. DeBerry is interesting. He was a third-round pick last year, but he got a $25,000 bonus, one of the lowest bonuses in the entire draft. So when you think about DeBerry, it's like, all right, like, is this guy really legit? Why did they give him such low money? Well, senior sign, obviously, like, that's something to think about. But DeBerry is kind of breaking out. He is really living in the zone more often. You see that changeup look pretty good. Slider to the back foot, fast or changeup there. He's got stuff. If you're watching, you can kind of see, like, I think DeBerry's an interesting arm. The changeup's pretty devastating. Slider's going to play. He's got the fastball there, 94. Man, I think DeBerry is kind of somebody that's flying under the radar a little bit. Talk about somebody that's picked it up. He's been dominant since going to Double-A, and he really hasn't looked back. I mean, you look at the last 4 starts. Since he went to Double-A, he's averaging 6 innings a start, which is great. 4 total earned runs. You like to see that. And the strikeouts have gone up. He's walked. His first Double-A start was 3 walks, but since then, the last 3 starts, he had 2 total walks. So weekend start was really good. 9 strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits across 7 innings. DeBerry's a fun one. Fastball in the low 90s typically, but he's clipping some 4s and 5s, which you like to see. That changeup profile you saw in the video, I'll click play again on that. Has some pretty good traits fade-wise. I like the depth and fade. He's comfortable throwing that slider. It's a sweeper, like 3,000 RPM on the sweeper, 17 to 20 inches of sweeping action. He'll throw that tighter slider cutter in the upper 80s, mid-upper 80s there. It's a solid arsenal, and I think DeBerry's just really confident now, and he's trusting himself. We saw some flashes, but also there were some moments in the season where he looked kind of lost, but, man, he's really coming into his own. So Jaron DeBerry for the Brewers pitch dev's really good, and they might just be developing one here, folks. Jaron DeBerry, certainly somebody that's moving up boards very, very quickly. Talk about some Victor Lizarraga. He's somebody that's kind of been like on and off my radar. He's someone that I think there's some potential with, because you look at him at times, Padres arm righty. He's got a good frame. He shows flashes of just being a really good arm. He's honestly, this year's been bad for him. Like 10 earned runs a couple times out ago, 6.16 ERA on the year, 83 innings, 47 walks, 81 strikeouts. But he went 6.2 no-hit innings 2 times out ago. He did walk 5 batters and struck out 4. But this week, Victor Lizarraga, and you spell it, Victor, I mean, you spell that, but Lizarraga, Lizarraga, 9 strikeouts, no walks, and 7 scoreless, 3 hit innings. There's some decent stuff. The fastball is the biggest thing. The fastball velocity just isn't there with Lizarraga that you want to see. He's got a good curveball. He's got a decent slider at times. The changeup will show flashes, but I don't know. You look at Victor Lizarraga, and there's signs of potential. I know he hasn't put it together. He's 21 years old. Maybe he won't add velo because he hasn't at this point, but I look at him and he's an interesting prospect to me. So Victor Lizarraga, Lizarraga, is a name to know. This next guy you definitely know. Talked about him a lot, and that's Ben Hess of the New York Yankees. This is a nasty curveball. That's such a good pitch if you're watching on video with us. He's been good all year. He's got a 3.32 ERA across 86 2/3. He got 33% strikeout rate and 11.5% walk rate's a little higher than we'd like to see, but Hess struck out 9 batters last time out. 5 innings, 2 hits, no earned. He did allow 2 runs, but no earned. 2 walks for Ben Hess. Hess is a big frame, big fastball. That fastball is really ticked up, which you like to see. I think the traits on the curveball are really, really good. The traits on the changeup are even good too. So I don't know, guys. Ben Hess, he's been kind of floating like mid-top 100s for me, like top 150. Maybe I should be a little higher on him. I'm just a little bit hesitant on the walks, but I mean, the last couple starts in AA, he went to AA and struggled a couple times out, 3 earned runs in each of the first 2 starts. And then more recently, it's 2 straight scoreless starts, 6 innings, no runs, and then 5 innings, no runs, 9 strikeouts this time out. He's got 118 strikeouts on the season. That's Ben Hess of the New York Yankees. This guy, I think, is a major guy, and it's Yohiker Fajardo. And I hope I'm saying that right. I do want to look up a pronunciation. I should have pulled up the pronunciation guide on Fajardo before, and he's somebody I really hope that they bring up before the season's over to Greenville. So it looks like, based on Sox prospects, it's Yohiker Fajardo. Makes sense. So Fajardo's 18 years old. He will be the rest of the season. He's 6'3". He's 180. Fajardo's got some really good stuff. He's just dominating these single A guys, and they just can't contest, even though he's younger than all of them. It's 3 straight scoreless outings for Fajardo. This time out, 6 innings, 2 hits, no earned, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Probably up there with his best starts. He had one in the beginning of August that was 5-2 innings scoreless, 1 hit, 8 strikeouts, no walks. Kid's good. And the traits on him are really good as well. So, like, when you look at this, it's like, dude, this guy could be something. He's 93, 95 right now. He's ticked up recently. He's touching 97, got a projectable 6'3" frame. The Red Sox have been pretty good about adding velocity on guys. I think it could continue to trend up for Fajardo. He's got a changeup. He's changed the grip on the pitch, which I think has played dividends. It's like 86 to 88. It's got pretty good depth on it, which you like to see. He'll throw that slider back in the 83 to 85 mile an hour range with good depth. Shape's kind of inconsistent, but he's missing bats. So when you're 18 years old and you miss bats with your fastball, changeup, and slider, I'm going to be highly interested. So, like, even going back, like, we could go back to, I'm going back to July 10th. Something turned a corner on July 10th. And since then, 34 innings, 3 earned runs, 38 strikeouts to 11 walks. So a lot of good to see there for Fajardo, and I'll spell that for you. That's Yoiker. And then Fajardo is Ardo. So that's, let me pronounce it right, Yohiker Fajardo, Boston Red Sox prospect. I'm going to wrap up the show there. It seems like a good one to end on. I hope that you enjoyed the show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back at the park tomorrow night. See some Hickory Crawdads with their new top draftees, which I'm looking forward to, and plenty of other ball this week coming at you. I still need to break down Caden Scarborough's start on here. I'll probably hop on a video and break it down, but thank you for tuning in, and we will talk to you tomorrow.